The NTE 1.2 live stream has ended, and I'm not gonna lie, I went in with not much expectations. I'll be real. I wanted to make a video on what my expectations could be, but unfortunately, my editors are incredibly debuffed with vacation and everything. So, yeah, it's been very hard to push content, as you might have noticed. But we're trying to pick it back up. I apologize, but life be life sometimes, as we've seen from the lifespan of these channels, but surprisingly. But anyway, we have let's just say some great workarounds that NTE has pushed within this filler patch to make it interesting and at least make us, the player base, feel the spark again towards NTE. Because I'll be honest, I expected a free male 5-star, kind of like Chang Liao back in the day. I kind of was expecting that. I still think it might happen before we get to 2.0. My money is on that, but we'll see. We'll see. But they unfortunately didn't deliver that. In terms of story, it's apparently going to be filler. Not much surprise there. There's gonna world build a lot. They are really emphasizing and are really working on advertising the dating sim aspect in the game. I think it's high time we admit it. The fact is, they not only wanted to care about the characters for, let's just say, pulling them, but also to attach yourself to them enough where you fill in the void in your life through some of the 2D anime baddies you interact with in the game. They're trying to take full advantage of the loneliness you may have. So just be careful. The reason why I'm obviously mentioning this is for you to be careful. It's fun. It's all fun in games for a lot of us, but for some that they just say have quite the attachment issues, it can be very predatory, and this is what they're trying to do to you. So, tread carefully just in case you may be afflicted. So let's go over some of the things they have mentioned here. If you enjoyed this type of content, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell to not miss any updates.
I guess I better go subscribe to VXV Gacha.
Unfortunately, their tweet is like a big ass pic here, so we're gonna have to navigate that. So basically, the whole patch is called 1,000 Nights -1 or something. That they repeated that a lot. It was so weird. We have a new zone, a new location, which is a new game mode within the game where it's an RPG. Basically, you play in a, let's just say, it's like a game within a game where you play in a new world. And I was watching Gacha Smack's stream, and one of his concerns, and I think that's the concern we all would share, is will the game mode, as good as it looks, as special as it is, will it be the same classic NTE experience we get in the open world, or will it be a different approach to the formula of NTE, where it's not the same as the open world, which is the classic thing you typically play? Instead of, it's a different approach where the devs are trying to find avenues where they can further explore and try different things in these new game modes. It's like their own alternate dimension in a sense. I think that's probably what they're going to be doing. I sincerely doubt they're going to just follow the same formula. I'm pretty sure once you level up all your gear, you're as powerful as possible within this game mode, you'll have an easier time beating everything, as you should. That is your reward for grinding and leveling up everything. But I think as you level up and get to that, there could be some challenge, because it would make the most sense. Because then what's the point of this game mode if it's just the same as the open world? Doesn't make much sense for it to be the way it is, because apparently it has a different type of let's just say skill sets that the characters will have, a different gear system, etc. It's going to be interesting. Now, that's something very important I feel like a lot of people can just scoff by. Replayability. This game mode has a ton of replayability, and when you replay, you get to unlock different side quests in different areas when you replay. This is exactly what I love about The Witcher 3. One of the best aspects of The Witcher 3 is when you replay, the second playthrough feels completely different than the first. It's still the same thing, but there's details that make it different. And I would love if they would expand on that, especially to make the choices in dialogue matter, etc. I feel like that provides a lot of depth to stories like these, and I think they should. Now, obviously, they have introduced, I think they're going to show it here, new skins. Let me see if I can find them here real quick. Let's see here. There they are. They've introduced new skins. We have a new skin for Mint. I love the Barbarian one. I want to farm that. MC gets new skins as well as the 2 new characters. I think they're going to focus on the new characters and the iconic characters like Mint, which is basically the icon of the game, the mascot, and the MC. And I'm pretty sure we're gonna have characters later be introduced to this game mode, considering how popular it is. If they want to expand further on it or not, they're gonna look at feedback, and I think if the feedback is very positive, they're gonna include all the beloved characters we already have in the game here. Because I want to see Hattori there. That's my girl. Chaos as well. Like where's Chaos? And so yeah, all in all, just huge W. You obviously can use the skins you unlock here in the open world as well. You're not limited to just using them in the new game mode, so that's pretty cool. Now obviously the two new characters are going to be Shinku and Eroi. I know I haven't reacted to these because I was unfortunately dealing with different issues, but here we are. Shinku is obviously going to be most people's target. Eroi seems to be a healer, a support. Now they have done something a little tricky because in the live stream they have shown Eroi taking a lot of field time to do what she needs to do. Now this is obviously a response. It's got to be. It's a response to the lack of depth characters, especially supports, have in the game. Because here's the thing, NTE is now having two types of players that are coming from Genshin Impact and players that are coming from Wuthering Waves. I think Eroi is a response for players that are coming from Wuthering Waves because, for example, in Shorekeeper, you do have to do a little bit of basic attacks, some heavy attacks once your Concerto energy is full. Ult, use your E maybe and something like that, then switch off. I think that's the best. I could be wrong here because I'm not the best at the Wuthering Waves, but that is the best way to play Shorekeeper, is to fill up your Concerto energy. Therefore, she takes a little bit of field time when you compare it to Genshin Impact, something like Bennett. You ult, you E, you or maybe you E. Before you catch the particles, you ult and you just switch off. So you can clearly see the lack of depth in the sense of Genshin Impact. Because coming from Genshin Impact to NTE, one might even argue there's a little more depth for NTE than Genshin Impact, of course. It's a better experience. But if you're coming from Wuthering Waves to NTE, one might consider it a lesser experience, which I see a lot in the space right now. Typically, when I see criticism towards NTE's combat, typically it's from Wuthering Waves players, and understandably so, because currently in the market, Wuthering Waves has the best combat, hands down. But does this mean NTE is doomed like this? No, they can obviously start working on their formula to make it as close as possible to Wuthering Waves players, and also improve the, let's just say, gaming feel the game offers, which I think is very important, because I feel like people are tired of the oversimplicity that Genshin Impact provides and want something like Wuthering Waves. You don't have to make it as complicated as Wuthering Waves. I know my ass doesn't know most of the combos in Wuthering Waves, and I'm fine with that. But somewhere in the middle should be fine, because right now it's still too simplistic, and trying to reach the level of depth like Wuthering Waves is the right approach. But I feel like the way they're going with it, with Eroi taking that much field time, just isn't it, because they stay too long in the live stream. We still have to let people cook and see how the spreadsheeters are going to tell us the best efficient way to play Eroi, where she doesn't take as much field time as possible to not to have the DPS loss. Sorry, my big ass mouth is getting in the way. But anyway, I think Eroi definitely shouts to me a response to Wuthering Wave players' criticism and avid gamers' criticism for lack of depth in combat. Also, I think fluidity and how combat feels is going to be very important. I'm hoping by the time of 2.0, they can, let's just say, work on that and make the combat experience feel more smoother and better, especially for people that are coming from Wuthering Waves to here, because I think that's going to be where the most complaints come from. If you're coming from Genshin to NTE, this is just a straight up upgrade. We all know it. And obviously you get a bunch of Shinku. I love someone, it was in Smack's chat, he was like, her original skin looks like the Bond level 10 ass skin, bro. True, this skin should not have been the default, but it is. But obviously Shinku is a dragon girl. The animations for Shinku looks incredible. She's definitely going to be the chase character. It's going to be hard to escape Eroi too, because I don't know how much supports we're going to have. I might not try to get Eroi on site. I think the best strategy might be to wait to see who's going to be in 1.3 and go from there. They revealed one character who could be, that had this question mark. I forgot her name. She's pretty cute, but we'll see. I think that's going to be the best approach. We have a bunch of skins. I think Shiku's best skin is going to be her original skin and the one from the game, hands down. And Eroi as well. I think we also have summer skins. Yeah, there it is. I think, I don't know if I can zoom in here. Let me open tab. So There we go. So these are some of the skins. Look at Mint. Mint is looking fan-freaking-tastic, by the way. The Night Glory Days for the MC look freaking incredible. And here it is. We have the summer skins for Eroy. I didn't see them for Shiku here, which is surprising to me. What's it called? Dawn Patrol? I don't know how you get this one. This is obviously the best skin. It's a skin-tight suit. I love this one. I hope this is not the one from the gacha. I think this is the Bond one. And I think Student of Teresa is the gacha one. So I don't know how we're supposed to get this. It could be the one they're selling, which would just be sad. I hope they don't do that. I hope it's just unlockable. But anyway, this is some of the skins. Now, obviously, they're skin maxing the fuck out of it because I think, hold on, I don't think they mentioned it here before we move on from skins. There's color swaps you can do to these skins. The night ones, for example, like you can choose different shades of colors to apply to them. They're skin maxing the fuck out of the game in this patch, and I'm all for it. 100%. This was long awaited. Every gacha should do this right now. Get on skins. Get on color swapping the skins. Do it right now. I don't know why Genshin, Wuwa, all these games are not doing it, but obviously NTE is trying to set itself apart, and I think it's doing a decent job at that, especially considering the new game mode they're going with to make sure to enhance the experience. This is her dragon skin. They have fucking Deathwing, by the way. I just finally remembered. In the new game mode, you're supposed to find like an evil dragon. That shit is Deathwing. They have Deathwing up in this bitch. Dude, because, okay. Are you gonna tell me the new dragon is not this? Are you seriously gonna tell me the new dragon they're showing here? Let me see if I can zoom in on more on it. See him? You see him right here? Is that not him? That's Deathwing. And I'm all for it, bro. I am all for it. And so yeah, anyway, this is basically the skin. Sorry, I geeked a little bit there, but I think what they did with the new game mode and the skins and everything is some cool stuff that should be applauded. Next, we have some pretty damn good news. We get obviously the free 10 pull that we get in every patch, something that Honkai Star Rail has set up. Thank you, Honkai Star Rail. We appreciate you, baby. Next, we have a free 5-star. You get a free 5-star for a standard character. I was hoping it was going to be the male character that, you know, Chang Liao or Dr. Ratio, but once again, I'm hoping it will be later down the road. I'm pretty sure they will. So basically, for a lot of people, this doesn't matter. I think it matters more now than ever because this is where these characters tend to be the most valuable. This is at their peak of value. See, a lot of people can just downplay this, but the reality is this is the best time they can give you a free 5-star standard character of your own choosing. Another one. So basically, you get to choose 3. 1 out of the banner, 1 out of the first selector we got, and a new one. So this is just fan-freaking-tastic, 100%. They show the redemption codes here, and also they're going to be at the Anime Expo. If you're going over there, let them know. Tell them I said hi. Next we have, oh yeah, this is also pretty damn good, man. They're showing some of the skins here. This is for Dragon Hunter. You can see the color swapping that I've talked about before. There it is. We have Eroy here. Obviously the MCs, and we also have a new bike. I think this is by far the best bike in the game. I think this is the best vehicle in the game, hands down. Man, fuck the Porsche. I don't give a shit. It can do tricks, and apparently it allows you to jump. I don't know if jumping with a motorbike is now a feature or is just limited to this bike. I hope it isn't, because if they do, we're gonna have a huge problem. A huge problem. NTE is about to get flamed. I'm about to crash out on the devs if you can only jump through this bike and not every bike, because I think one of the biggest complaints I have when I'm driving is the inability to jump. That is just super frustrating. They should fix that. I hope they did, but if it's just through this bike, I'm gonna be pissed off. But yeah, anyway, it's that it allows you to do certain tricks, which already makes it feel special. So I hope it doesn't limit you to just jumping, because basically it can allow you to do easier turns. So yeah, we here also have another Deathwing. This is the character select screen in the new game mode. As you can see, it's a fantasy setting. Very, very smart when you think about it, because they can't make a new game, so like, what are they going to do? So why not just introduce a new game mode where they can do the settings they want and try different things with the already existing roster, the already existing engine and game. So that's just genius if you think about it. So there we have a good shot at the new Deathwing here. As we can see here, they are very, very similar, man. They are incredibly similar, and I'm all for it. I'm a bit of a Deathwing fanboy in Hearthstone. So we have some more screenshots here. I think those look pretty good. What do we have next? We have certain events, I think, if I remember. I think you get to choose certain characters and they help you. I think we have hide and seek, shadow and seek. That's pretty cute. Apparently, you can also the fish you catch now, you can have them in your aquarium in your house, which is pretty cute, I guess. Mahjong, I think they're expanding on Mahjong, and it has some poker elements, it seems. So yeah, I think this was everything. Yeah, we just have more events here. Stamina recharge, certain, some cool stuff like that. It's just double XP stuff, blah, blah, blah. All right, here we go. We have certain new stuff here as well. So Linko, apparently they upped the optimization for it, and we're all for that. W, we will always take that. There she is. This is the cute girl I was talking about at the start. Elims, I'm pretty sure she's going to be in 1.3. Typically, when they show a character like this, it's going to be in 1.3. 1.3 is going to have the finale of the story as well. Like I said, they have also said so, but 1.2 is unfortunately going to be a bit of a filler, world building patch, Sag. We also have accessories here. You can add fish, stuff like that, accessory to your car. I think this is coming from Wuthering Waves because you can have those little blob thingies in your vehicle too in the back. So that's always nice. Next in optimization highlights, I think this is some qualities of life. Add long press to bulk select upgrades, materials, sure, whatever. Add a player reporting races, online battle menu, whatever. So apparently you can report people now or report features. I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna care about that. Add an option to hide parts and accessories on select outfits. I think this is pretty darn good because you get to manipulate certain things about your outfit. Now they're kind of separating it, which I think is massive. It helps a lot. And they're also helping with improving fight clubs, especially this one. Like considering like the huge emphasis on skins, this comes better earlier than later, 100%. And apparently they're lowering difficulty of anomaly hunts at appraisal level 5 and above, which I guess considering how they want these games to be friendly, easy, well, that's good. So I think that was everything we have going on from the patch. All in all, I think I personally gave it an 8 out of 10 because whilst the new game mode is obviously good, we still don't know how good it's going to hit. This can easily improve to a 9 if they do things correctly there. The skins and everything is good and all, but I feel like I said, like if, for example, I can't jump with my bike unless I have the new bike, well, I might just drop this down to a 7 or some shit because I'll be pretty tilted with that. I can still get the bike, of course, and what the fuck are you going to be working on? But I will never encourage selling the solution to a problem you created. That's just annoying. I'm pretty sure you can get it in-game through fonts, but we'll see. Free 5-star selector for standards is a W, in my opinion. I'm not gonna let anybody shit on it, considering the timing in which it's given is just a massive W. It's a breath of fresh air because collecting all these standard characters at the start of the game is always good nonetheless to power up your account. They still have value, they're pretty powerful, so why not? And all in all, yeah, I think that's basically my thoughts about this. This is still fresh. We still have to experience 1.2. I think it's going to be a good experience. I think so. The story, I haven't played the 1.1 story yet. I'm about to because I like to do the story as I am close to the new patch. That way I remember everything. So like when I go in, I am already more aware of things I'm going to be playing in the game, especially when you play different games. You could get lost easily if you don't remember things. So yeah, that's going to be my thoughts about this. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Like, subscribe if you haven't already. Peace.